we didn't know just how important the NFL is. We're talking about Armageddon.
It's going to be crazy. I mean, if you thought that this Saturday was supposed to be Judgment Day, you just wait and see what happens when there's no NFL.
This is Ray Lewis.
People want to hear what Ray Lewis has to say about this, and we are in a protracted labor struggle.
Yeah.
What is your opinion?
Simple. We really got to remove pride. Seriously.
So there's egos involved now.
Come on. There's no other reason the issue is going on. That's why I don't get into word and a lot of all that other stuff, because
if I've said it once, I've said it 100 times, don't get into wording.
Don't get into wording, ladies and gentlemen.
You sit there wording all day long.
That's why I don't get into word.
You can't get into wording if you want to accomplish anything in this life. University of Miami, give it up.
Is that where you just go around and give people daps and go, word?
No. He took Word in 101 his freshman year, which was a big class. It was an auditorium. And then as he moved on, they got smaller and smaller. He had Word in 405.
Sentencing?
Yeah. Perioding. You put the periods at the end of the sentences.
That's why I don't get into word.
Please don't. Oh, your words to God's ears. If these people can just get done with their wording. This is a man who went to a university. That is a man who's in his late 30s.
That is a man who's been asked to speak on behalf of the NFL players.
Yeah, wording is something he invented in his own mind. How do you not say anything? Go, what does wording mean?
Hang on. Stop. That might be the dumbest thing I've ever heard a human being say. Could you please clarify?
That's why I don't get into word. That's why I don't get into word and a lot of all that other stuff, because it takes away from life. Man, there are people who's really struggling. What we're going through right now, we're affecting way more than us.
How so?
Too many people live through us. People live through us. Yeah, walk in the streets the way I walk the streets. I'm not talking about the people who see all the time.
People who work in stadiums.
Yes.
Fans.
Yes.
Trolls. People that you don't see all the time.
Smurfs.
Sometimes I'll be wording underneath a bridge for that pot of gold.
No, but in Fred, he said too many people live through us, as if, guys, get a life. You don't need to live through us.
I'm not taking it that way. I'm taking about this responsibility's big, that we as a society are living through these football players.
Oh, okay.
And when that's taken away from us, we're aimless. Right. Like, we don't know what to do. Like, they're not playing football now. What's this? I can't balance my checkbook. There's no football. Who are you? I'm your son, Dad. What? I don't know. Ray Lewis isn't tackling people for once a week for 16 weeks. What's going on? Ray Lewis has hit the nail on the head. Can you imagine if you're him and you really believe that, people can't function without you?
Right.
Now, here's the deal, is that I run and hit people with my shoulder. Mm-hmm. I do it like the Dickens for at least 16 Sundays, okay? And by doing that, I saved the world. I mean, it's going to be a global war.
Freddie's a man of the people. He walks the streets.
Well, he walks the streets places you don't go. Like, he goes down in the subway and, finds those, hidden colonies and stuff. He's climbing trees. Who lives up here?
Right, he's hanging out with his friends.
I want to know where to go.
He's looking for.
He walks the streets, places you don't go. Yeah. Ray Lewis is all over the street, walking everywhere.
Right.
Ray just flies around the country. He gets to the smallest hamlet to the largest city. Finding the unbathed, living through him, wording with everyone, anyone that comes across his path, he'll
That's
word.
Why I don't get into word.
Please don't get into wording, Ray. Just hit people and make us all feel better about ourselves. Not to mention that you were involved somehow in the peripheral of a shooting.
For real.
Thank you, Ray.
For real.
This guy thinks that he is really something else.
Oh, you haven't heard anything yet.
I know that. I just wanted all to sink in.
the way I walk the streets. I'm not talking about people who see all the time.
People who work in stadiums.
Yes.
Fans.
Yes. Yes, who their livelihoods do this research if we don't have a season. Watch how much evil, which we call it crime, watch how much crime picks up if you take away our game.
Why do you think that would happen?
There's nothing else to do, Sal.
Right, because instead of watching football,
Kill. Kill.
what?
There's nothing else to do.
Why is my dog telling me to do things?
Kill.
What's that evil gnome?
Kill.
Oh, go away.
There's nothing else to do.
How about be a father?
No. There's nothing else to do. We'll be sitting around going, oh, what do I do? Let's rob a bank. Ray Lewis isn't out there running around with pads on. The War of 1812, there was no NFL back then. Coincidence? No. The Civil War happened because people couldn't figure out what to do on fall Sundays. I don't know, Jethro, what do you want to do? Well, let's just secede from the Union. There's nobody running around hitting each other. The whole Revolutionary War started. The Boston Tea Party was because they were sitting around on a Sunday and they said, why is no one throwing an oblong ball? If we could find some way, here we are playing these games of pilgrimy games, and we should be playing football.
What should I do with this fresh box of kittens I just found on my front porch?
Put death.
No! That's not what you do. All because of no football, isn't it? Stop, Ray Lewis. Stop.
Kill. And I like how Ray Lewis talks like this. And this means that the weight of what I'm saying.
It's very intense to be Ray Lewis.
Yeah, you know why? Because he's horribly dumb.
Watch.
He is horribly dumb.
He's not dumb.
I don't get into word and
I mean, that is one. I mean, you know, you can make fun of Randy Moss for saying the weight of the earth is on my shoulders and things like that. That's just conceited. I mean, he's a maniac. Ray Lewis is a maniac.
watch how much evil
That's right.
people live through us.
I mean, imagine that. If he doesn't play football, look at the evil that comes out. Screw you, Ray Lewis.
They would just start stabbing each other in the throat.
And good, and then ESPN can play that and talk about how valuable football is. That's why they spend all the money on it. Hey, PJ, you're the first caller at 7 o'clock hour. Thanks to Mohegan Sun, among life's millions of moments. Some of the very best are made by Mohegan Sun. Create your moment at MoheganSun.com. Mohegan Sun, time to shine. Go ahead.
Hey, guys, hey.
Hey.
With the evil and the crime, is he talking about, like, what we're going to do, or is he talking about him and his teammates running the streets because they got nothing else to do?
Well, yeah, if they're not training, there is, they're going to lose control.
Just the staff of the Jets alone, crime will go up.
They'll be tripping everyone. You'll just be walking down the street and some guy will stick his leg out and you go, whoa.
For real.
Listen, as long as we don't degenerate into wording.
That's why I don't get into word and
Are you going to commit any crimes at Ray Lewis?
Yes.
Of course you are.
Eric, hello.
Hey, good morning. Hey, guys, listen, I need to thank you guys for clarifying this. I'm a huge Bruins fan. Hockey is my favorite sport. I don't watch a lot of NFL, and I've been wondering the past few weeks why I've been doing so well, and all my friends have been miserable and robbing stores and stuff, and now I know why things are so bad. It's because they've got nothing to do.
Well, Eric, wait until right now it's just the off season. Wait until mandatory workouts come and go and there's nobody working out. That's when you're really going to see it.
Somebody said no football in Iraq. Coincidence? I think not.
oh,
I mean, just go back in time.
watch how much evil.
I mean, it's just awful. Thank you, Ray Lewis, for rescuing us from ourselves.
People live through us.
Making millions of dollars for running around with pads and tackling people. Congratulations. You really have sacrificed it all for us.
Yes.
The first step is admitting there's a problem, Fred.
The first step is thinking that you are responsible for the safety of humanity.
He's like Superman.
If
we don't play, people die.
You hear?
I don't have to put the suit on.
This is the most egotistical thing I've ever heard an athlete say. I mean, in a sea of jerks, this is like, LeBron.
If I don't work, people die.
Yeah, LeBron James is like, I spoil people with my play. He's referring to basketball fans.
Yes.
He's referring to his talents on the basketball court. Ray Lewis is responsible for evil in the world being held at bay.
People live through us. Watch how much evil. Oh,
He's convinced himself that he's
in his cave.
If I'm Sal Palantonio, I go, wow, all right, let's get you in a straitjacket, and you're a danger to yourself and others.
that's why I don't get into word. For real. For real. People live through us.
All right, well, I guess that's why I've been going down water slides all weekend. It's because I'm living through Tom Brady. All right. Well, listen, don't...
That picture gets better every time I look
I
at
know.
it. The Tom Brady one, because his hands, jazz hands, and it's right by his shoulders, and he's screaming at his like, yikes!
Well, listen, don't give in to your base instincts of evil.
Watch how much evil. Oh,
Well, he does put biblical passages on the thing he wipes his hands with, the towel he wipes his hands with on his uniform. So, how many lives has he saved through that?
for real.
I know, Ray. All right, Jack Edwards will join us in just a moment.